Hey folks, welcome back to the Mr. Global channel. Today, right now, Trump supporters are believing that Donald Trump has completely balanced the budget. I'm going to show you a clip right now of this video that's gone viral on TikTok. It currently has 1.5 million views. Check this out.
In May, we had a deficit of $316 billion. The following month, June, we had a surplus of $26 billion. Which means we wiped out a deficit of $316 billion in 1 month, and we gained $26 billion. That's how good the tariffs are doing right now. Do you understand? And don't bother hearing about this on the mainstream media because you're not going to hear it.
Well, you're not going to hear it on the mainstream media because it's not a thing. Apparently, people don't understand basic accounting principles either. The $316 billion budget deficit in May is still there. We did not get rid of that. So let's talk about the $27 billion deficit that we had in June. How did that occur? $27 billion of those dollars did come from tariffs. That's not money that came into the country. That's money that came out of your pocket and my pocket. They keep saying this money came into the country. No, it was already here. They took their greasy hand and they reached into your pocket and they pulled it out and they stuck it in their pocket. That's where that money came from. It came from you and I. As far as the surplus in June, it's because June started on a weekend. Yeah, it's called a calendar adjustment. About $100 billion in outlays for June were paid at the end of May because June was starting on a weekend and those payments had to be made. Otherwise, we would have had about a $70 billion deficit for June. I asked this person to please, as soon as the budget numbers come out for July, and there is a big $100+ billion deficit for July, to please let me know why that occurred and to explain that to me. Many of these people believe that Donald Trump has completely balanced the budget with tariffs, and they also believe that they're not going to have to pay income taxes. Just another shining example of the decline of intellect or knowledge or the vast rise in ignorance, however you want to say it. Another shining example of just that. And a lot of these people also believe that they're going to start getting checks after August. Yes, because Donald Trump, referring to the tariffs that are going to begin August the 1st, has been telling people, payments go out August the 1st. If you're an American citizen, you're going to get a lot of money. So they're believing that they are somehow going to get paid because of tariffs that go into effect August the 1st, because they don't understand and have no understanding that not only are they not getting paid, they're going to be spending more money because they pay the tariffs. I don't even know. I don't know, I don't know how this country gets out of bed every day. I've said in the past, I've told people, I don't know how you get out of bed. I've never said I don't know how the country gets out of bed, but I don't at this point. I don't know how the country gets out of bed. In addition to that, if thinking the budget is balanced and they're going to get big checks from tariffs, if that wasn't enough on this beautiful Thursday, a Senator Wyden from Oregon came out and says there's over 4,000 transactions from the Trump organization to Jeffrey Epstein, totaling over $1 billion. He says that is in the Epstein files. He was on the Senate Finance Committee, I believe. And he said he got to see these, and they are there. What does that mean? Assuming that's true, he said he saw him, and he was on the Senate Finance Committee, right? Some oversight committee. Assuming that's true, I don't know why he would lie about it, because if they come out and they're gone, I don't know. What would that mean? It was over 4,200 transactions from the Trump Organization to Jeffrey Epstein. Does that mean that the Trump Organization was funding in Jeffrey Epstein's business? Were they possibly business partners? Is that how deep Donald Trump is in this? What an unbelievable bombshell that would be. I heard Donald Trump the other day say, I'm pretty sure he lived in Palm Beach. He literally lived right down the street from Donald Trump. And he's playing this down so much, questioning aloud if he even lived in Palm Beach. He knows exactly where Jeffrey Epstein lived. This is getting uglier and nastier by the minute. And I don't know how this ends. This whole idea, Donald Trump is coming out and saying, release the credible parts. What do you mean the parts that you find credible? He's calling it a hoax. If the entire thing is a hoax, how is there credible parts? Why would he call it a hoax? Is that because he's afraid it's going to leak? You got to get out in front of that now, Mr. President. Seems like a lot of gaming and strategy going on here for something that he is supposedly not at all implicated in. But if what Senator Wyden from Oregon states is true, that there was over 4,000 transactions, and these were flagged by banks. Red flags. One of the transactions totaling over $100 million. And the totality of all the transactions being over $1 billion. Why is there over $1 billion flowing from the Trump Organization to Jeffrey Epstein? What is that about? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for watching my content, supporting me. I really appreciate all my new followers and supporters. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about all of this. Wow. Thanks.